Once we realized we weren't going to have any money, we adopted the graffiti model. You know, graffiti writers can create these compelling, powerful pieces with no money, with little or no resources, and you know, infected the whole crew with it. So everybody got it, like that we were going to act like graffiti writers. We were going to have to go and get in and get out, and literally before we get busted, because there were times when we were, you know, at risk of getting busted.
I mean, we're permanent. We're totally legal. Everything's fine. Really, it's totally fine. Really.
Here I have my friend, Mr. Soundman.
We had this one incident where our production van, our grip truck, somebody came by and hit it.
No, they were here and Daryl like chased after the guy, I guess, but he wasn't able to get a plate number or anything.
And so this door's dented, you know, and we're like, we don't have money. Well, the next day, Mika, one of our producers, goes to a scrapyard and finds a van door. So all the PAs are out there, you know, putting this new door back on. The door cost us like $40 or something, and it was going to cost us like $500. And we had insurance, but that wouldn't have covered it. You know, it would have been our deductible. $500.
This happens to be it. It's very stylish. It's actually an upgrade on the old one.
The other great thing is that it really builds teamwork.
Like you say, like blood boogers.
Oh yeah, and it's like, oh, you like.
We got Oreo cookies. We got Oreo cookies.
Whatever the hell it's doing. Scabbing.
And there was another time when we had to make blood. You know, we had to make fake blood. So we get the whole team in the kitchen, and everybody's around it, and everybody's like giving their 2 cents in.
Nice.
I think they just cracked the top a little.
From the nose.
Oh, we found our recipe.
It's those kind of moments, you know, you build this family environment on the set that you just don't have on a big production.
Even though you got no resources, find a way to make it happen with a hot team and being creative, because solving problems with money, you know, wasn't an option for us.
We went out on Mission Street, which is, you know, one of the busiest streets around, and just went for it. And it just so happened that as we're shooting it, you know, this guy in a van looks over, he thinks it's real. Everybody on the street stops and thinks it's real, and they're all checking it out. Like, whoa, what's going on? This guy in the van, you know, turns into vigilante guy and tries to cut Brian off, and Brian sneaks out. The guy follows him, gets on his cell phone, you know, starts calling him in. And
I pull him out and I was like, fuck, he's like, what the hell? Then this yellow big old bus comes, it's just like, and I just weasel by.
if we would have shot that scene, you know, conventionally, we would have had to shut down Mission Street. We would have had to hire shitloads of extras that we can't afford. And it may not have came off like it came off. It came off like a real carjack. So, you know, you got to be resourceful and creative when you get in your shot. Graffiti writers have just come to accept that their pieces are impermanent.
There's this connection with what goes on with the San Mandala. It's just about the process, and it's going to be swept away. And it's not about the finished piece.
And so it's a great concept, but in practice, like, how are we going to make this sand mandala? So then we got Brian Dawson involved, who is our artistic director who did a lot of our graffiti art. So Brian came up with this idea to create a sand mandala foam core.
It looks better to me.
So we just put a little bit of the appropriate colored sand over the sand mandala so that it looked three-dimensional, and as Dino's doing it, it looks real, it comes off.
Oh, it's a sand mandala.
Each grain of sand has to find its perfect place.
At the end of the day, it's a team sport. Making a film is a team sport. You work together and you make it happen, and we were able to. I don't think the production was really the craziest part of the project. I mean, it was definitely intensive, but it wasn't like 700% more. I mean, the pre-production, all the stuff we've been doing since then, has been at times just as crazy. It is definitely not an art form for lazy people.